came this far mostly on impulse, but I wonder if it was the right choice. Everything will be okay, right, Professor? I'm not wrong, am I? If I know that you think it's okay, I feel like it will be easier to believe in myself.
Yes. To be frank, I'm not sure whether I should believe all that Edelgard says. But if her words are true, I think it's best to be her ally. So I'll fight. I'm not at ease with that decision just yet, but I'll stick by it.
Right. I'm a soldier, but I had to think long and hard about this one. Since birth, I've believed in the teachings of Ceres without ever questioning them. But Her Majesty's words are true. To think that the Archbishop can take on such a monstrous form.
Let me see. I should reassign some battalions, right? Alright, you can take on the... Alright, hold on. I don't think anybody's sortie is A yet. Yeah, alright. Lethal damage 1 HP. This might come in handy, actually. You know what? Yeah, take that. Sure, do that. Yeah. Well, you know what? Keep that for now. Sure. Give you a tech one, why not?
That's what you get, Hubert. If you rested like me, you wouldn't collapse from exhaustion.
As much as it pains me to say, you're right. But to be looked after, by you of all people, that might be the worst part of this. I don't know how to feel, to be honest. So for now, let's pretend I thanked you.
Oh, come now. Even I wouldn't abandon someone who collapsed.
You would have in a heartbeat if anyone else had been around.
Ah, yes. Quite accurate, Hubert. Why would I ever bother to be a decent person if there were anyone else I could foist the duty upon? If your situation turned bad, it would have been an absolute hassle. I could never just leave you there.
If that were the sort of man you truly were, we could never be friends.
But if we weren't friends, I probably would have just left you.
Shame you're so reluctant to do any real work. You're actually pretty good at this. Made sure I was comfortable, checked carefully for injuries, even carried me here yourself. If only you'd applied that knowledge of yours so proactively and thoroughly all the time, you'd be a tremendous asset to the Empire.
There you go again. I see no problem with staying just the way I am. But think of it this way. In an anthill, 20% of the ants are asleep at any given time. And it's not because they're lazy. Far from it. When the working ants become tired, they go to sleep and the others wake up. That's me. I'm the ant who rests so I can work later when other people are tired.
Maybe that's true. But even if it is, it's still just a fancy way to say you let others do all the work. Consider me unconvinced.
I'll consider you a bum and leave it at that. You and Edelgard work far too hard. I mean it. Take a break now and then. If you both collapsed, I think it'd be too much effort for me to bother with. Get some rest, Hubert. Not as much as me, of course.
Fine.
Progress going pretty well. I cited Witch Edelgard in chapter 11. Now we are at, I assume some kind of a ruin. I don't know where we are, but this is chapter 12 for the Black Eagle House, I guess. Yeah. It's not too bad. Ooh, Lysithea, let's go.
Edelgard, do you have a minute?
You want to speak with me? How unusual. Please, come in. I'll prepare some tea for us. Have a seat. Would you care for some cake?
Yes, please. I never say no to sweets.
They're from Enbar. A bit too sweet for my own liking.
Isn't that the whole point of cake? Well, more for me. These are fantastic with this tea.
True. Well, there's no shortage of them. Help yourself to as many as you like. Now, you wish to speak with me?
So, I can tell you know a fair bit about me.
Maybe this can wait until you've finished eating?
Edelgard, you know a fair bit about me, don't you?
What in particular?
For example, the fact that I have 2 crests.
Oh, that's hard to believe.
No need to play coy with me. It won't work. It's clear my body has succumbed to the intense pressure of bearing 2 crests. Due to the immense requirements of bearing these crests, my life expectancy is painfully short. You know all of this, right?
Actually, this is the first I'm hearing of it. How would I know unless you told me?
Are you just lying to her?
Don't drop the act, Tom. Despite how obvious you've been with your concern about my health, you're certainly consistent. I'm not really in the mood for these games. Given your rank, you certainly have access to all kinds of information that others do not. Clearly, you'd have heard all about me.
Either way, I know now since you just told me. About your 2 crests, your physical weakness, and your short life expectancy. However, according to the principles of crest research, it's impossible to bear 2 crests. Unless you've undergone a blood reconstruction surgery. Is that the case, Lysithea?
Correct. It wasn't as though I had a say in any of this.
I see. So you've lived through that relentless terror and agony, and survived.
You speak of all of this as though you understand it on a personal level. Edelgard, have you?
You're a good friend, Lysithea, and a valuable member of this army. So I won't have you overexerting yourself. I don't want to lose you. Understand?
I understand.
Good girl. Oh, and if you like those cakes, why not take some with you for later?
There's no need to pander to me. But, yes, I'll take those. Thanks.
Like, so what's the point of Edelgard lying to Lysithea like that? Unless, like, is Edelgard still working, like, which Fódlan and that group? If she is, then that makes no sense. Why would she hate, like, the church more than those guys? Yeah, I don't get it.
Myself with Lady Edelgard. Father will doubtless understand my reasoning. House Gloucester has always had good intentions in its dealings with the Empire. Of course, this does mean I will no longer be able to avoid a confrontation with Claude. It is unfortunate. We were classmates after all.
Yes.
I believe that this is the first time we have met. My name is...
No, I killed you twice.
I have the great honor of leading Lady Edelgard's personal guard. Her Majesty is as hard on others as she is on herself. She may seem composed, but that is only because she conceals her more passionate emotions. For that reason, she is often misunderstood. But now she has you by her side. I find that most reassuring. I look forward to working with you. I believe I have her magic for that. I find that.
I'm Randolph von Bergleys. I'm not very high in the ranks yet, but I'm more or less a general. Just like Caspar, I'm from House Bergleys. My mother married into House Bergleys after I was born, so my position within the family is rather lowly. But I'm determined to make something of myself in this battle to bring glory to my part of the family, for the sake of my mother and sister.
I can't bring myself to trust the Church of Seros. Not after they killed Lenato and my brother. I need to know the truth. Even if it means turning my weapon on Fargus. I guess Lenato would be happy to hear me say that, if he were still around.
Yes. I've heard the name Lord Vestra mentioned among the purged noble families of the Empire. He's Hubert's father, but Hubert seems rather unconcerned about it. That alone is why we soldiers find Hubert quite frightening.
Oh, you're not the only one.
If the church is behind the current state of things, this society in which only crests are valued, then I have no need of it. Edelgard is taking the shortest path to change. No matter how drastic her measures, I agree that this is the only way. That said, if Edelgard strays from her noble path, I trust you will set her straight again. Won't you? I am counting on you, Professor.
Alright, like, what Lysithea said makes more sense as to, like, why to join Edelgard. Because, like, the society where, as it's now, is like, if you have a crest, then, like, doesn't matter what kind of person you are automatically the winner, like, the winner, not the winner, what I'm trying to say, the inheritor of the house, and you become a noble. But if you don't have a crest, no matter how hard you work, you'll never be as good as someone who has a crest. So, like, to do away with that system makes more sense. But, like, is that what Edelgard is doing? Because Edelgard says, like, she's doing this because Rhea's some dragon, like a monster. But, like, she is working, presumably she's working with the person who killed, like, 9 of her siblings. And made her bear 2 crests. So, like, why is she working with them? There's really nothing else to do this month, so Battle of Garreg Mach, here we go.
We will soon arrive at Garreg Mach Monastery. Forcing a surrender here is extremely significant, both strategically and symbolically. Of course, this is personal as well. This is where we all came together to learn and grow. I have no intention of yielding to our former classmates, so I ask that you prepare yourselves for anything.
I'm not thinking about friends right now, and I'm certainly not prepared.
Damn it, don't go around saying things that lower morale before we even get started. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fight.
I have nothing to lose aside from my friends who are here with me. Does that answer satisfy you? I have been ready for this since leaving my land of home. I will fight and win. How can you prepare to fight? Maybe I can prepare to prepare.
There is no reason that I should not be prepared. It is my duty to stand up and battle.
Thank you all. Now, let's talk strategy.
As the raiding force, we will attack the area nearest to the monastery. The Knights of Seros certainly won't stand down after they catch sight of Her Majesty and the Professor. At the same time, the remaining areas will be surrounded and annihilated by the main army. In other words, we are the decoy that must suppress the enemy's most elite soldiers.
We know more about the area near the monastery than anyone else in the Imperial Army. Still, we must prepare for the worst. It's possible we will have to face the Archbishop's true form, the Immaculate One. Fight with all you have, but don't be reckless. As promised, I will leave the command to our professor.
I'll protect you all.
Not only will we all survive this, we will undoubtedly emerge victorious.
This will be our first battle as the Black Eagle Strike Force. All the more reason to prevail.
Alright, I assume we're gonna fight which, like, Adios, Gilbert. I don't know if Hanuman and Manuela are gonna be in it, but certainly Catherine, maybe even Shamir, and definitely Rhea. Status and Flame, we're gonna fight all of them. What's gonna happen in part 2 of this? Because, like, in part, no matter in Blood Lion or Golden Beard, part 1 is Edelgard and the Empire wins, and then you have to, like, come back and get the and you have to come back and get the to retake the monastery, whatever. So what's gonna happen in part 2 of this game? Do the Empire actually loses this fight? Oh, this is nice because you are on this side now. Normally you're on this side, coming down from here, trying to take out Rhea. Now you're fighting Cetus. Okay. Impossible door key required to open. So that's what I'm hearing is I need Ash to do that. Okay. Hold on. So there's no magic users up here. Alright, so Hubert, Ash, and Edelgard charge front, kills Sedith, and opens the door. Nice. And, alright, so this side we get... Oh, Gilbert, here we go. Alright. Cool, we don't need you over here. Give me Ferdinand. You know what? Hold on. You go which I'll have Petra and Hubert go which Edelgard and Ash. The rest of you go over this way. Yeah, there's Flame is there that way. Okay, yeah, this works. No recruit Hanuman model, you face them here. Wait, do I face them here? Or, like, are they here? Do they show up as reinforcements? Or... Like, they gotta show up here somewhere, right? Because Rhea was here in the other playthroughs, so Rhea was here. So, like, I'm only seeing Flame, Cetus, and Gilbert. I'm not seeing anybody else, but like they gotta show up somehow. They appear after you open the door. Okay, got it.
Friends, our opportunity for victory will come. First, we must see to our defenses.
The city's defenders are trying to stall for time. We must crush them swiftly. We should be wary of ambushes as well.
Ladislav is being pushed on the left flank. We must push back with equal force.
I will prevail.
I'll give it my all.
As you wish.
I will get the victory.
Stay focused. You didn't give it your all. We must all
Put me in there.
Just what we need. I knew Her Majesty's allies would help us out.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.